Right, well, hello, welcome back to another ICT video. So, in this session, or this video, what we're going to do, I'm going to actually talk about this paper in general. I'll take you through a screenshot task, which I do now. We'll then look at a spreadsheet, separate video. We'll then look at a PowerPoint presentation, separate video. The email task is a straight screenshot here. I am going to assume that you've got sufficient knowledge on how to set an email up, a basic email up with files, okay? And then the screenshot principle is exactly the same as we're doing in here. So I'm going to take that sort of principle for granted that you do know that part. If you don't, then also let your tutor and myself know, or David know, and then we'll go quite easily go through that with you. But essentially, it's taking screenshots, essentially what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to go through this paper here. We have very limited stocks of OCR papers, so you might actually recognize this one. But it's giving you guidance of what we need to do. And remember, excuse me, presentation needs to look good. Okay, so even if you do make a couple of boo-boos, perhaps in format and things like that, the fact that it looks good, it's formatted well, might just get you through, and that's what you need to think about. Okay, so hopefully this will give you some guidance and ideas. So you have your paper, and essentially it's going to be the same format, essentially all the way through, as I mentioned before. Internet task, PowerPoint, Excel spreadsheets, or using ICT to calculate code for spreadsheets, PowerPoint followed by email task. Okay, an email task in this particular paper is not too bad. However, however is one is that the PowerPoint in this one is slightly different. It's any paper I've actually seen it in, but hey, you don't know, it could happen to you. So we will go through that one. So here we have an internet search. Now I invite you actually to open this paper up and look at it as we're talking through. So I'm going to move this over here off my other screen so I can see it, because otherwise we get a little bit congested. Now we're going to have to do an internet search for this. And what I say to you is when you're doing this task is make sure that you do have everything you are going to need. Because once that bit is done, you can't go back and do the internet search again. Okay, you're not allowed to. So make sure you double check everything. So in this case, as you can see in the paper, we need to find out some certain information. So first of all, I've got Word ready. That's where I'm going to put my screenshots. I've got my screen snip ready, which on this computer is a little bit obstreperous, as I mentioned before. But again, also actually a good point, depending on what version of Windows you're tugging, you might have Snip or Sketch or Windows Accessories and Snipping Tool, and they essentially work the same way. The other one is good old-fashioned print screen, which I demonstrated on paper 1. So I'm just going to do Snip and Sketch, okay, and we've got what we need here. So I'm just going to minimize that down, and I need to find map for the National Motor. You can see I've done this before. So what I'm going to do is actually do a screenshot of this. So I'm actually starting to create an audit trail of everything that I've looked for. Importante. Very important you do that, okay? So done. I do my next part, back to Google, Local Design Museum. Again, here we go. Again, screenshot the lot. Okay. So again, my snipping screen speed a little bit obstreperous, so just bear with me a few moments. Okay, here we go. And again, screenshot the lot. And don't rush, take your time. You've got 2 hours for this test. However, think carefully as well at the same point how long you might need to spend. Okay. So probably sometimes the Excel won't take as long, but you might need to take a little bit longer on the document where you're actually creating something. So just think a little bit about your timing. It's always very important. Okay. I need to find a map of where it is. Okay, so here we go. Click on the map. Here it is. Again, I'm just going to do my screenshots. Okay, snip and sketch. Just going to have a little moment. Here we go. Just highlight the lots. Done. Now, you might find that again in these internet tasks, by the way, bring it across as keep source formatting, because if you do that, you've got to resize because it goes really, really big. keeps all formatting, puts it nice size ready for you. Okay, so you haven't got to resizing. Little tip, saves you time. You might find that we're going to need this map a little bit later on, so just be warned on that one. And we also need to find out the admission price of the museums. Again, if you follow the paper, you'll see what I'm going at with this. So I'm just going to go back a knock. So what we could actually do is go to buy tickets. Let's see, they might not have this at the moment because it's COVID time. Right, so I might just, here we're opening our prices. There we go. So here we go. So again, let's just screenshot that, right, because that could be to our advantage later on. So screenshot, and again, we do need to screenshot it because we need it for evidence. There we go. So what I've done is I have now screenshotted that. Right, so again, I'll just do a double check. You've got your map, you've got your diagram, measuring prices, and say the information you find, because we're going to need it. So I'm just going to say this. Now let's see where it takes me. It might take me somewhere. That's fine, because I do have a lot of files on my computer. It does sometimes take me to random places. So now let's start that again. ICT, paper 2, task 1, video. Okay, what I'm just going to do quickly is just borrow the name from that one. Screenshots. Go. Then it ties up with everything that we've done. And I've saved it, but have I forgotten something? I haven't put my footer in. Did any of you notice I hadn't put my footer in? Very important. Okay. No footer, no score. You will automatically be awarded a 0. Now, in the mocks, I give you the benefit of the doubt for that. That's fine. But in the real test, no footer with your name in it, no marks. You've done the best test ever, so keep that one in mind. Save. So I have done that bit. That's that part done. So the next video will bring in the spreadsheet. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on one of the other ICT videos very, very shortly. Thank you very much.